because I always like having someone who's taller than I am to be around and feel more comfortable. Also happy to be here with Jack. I was unable, how many of you went to the Jack Gaines roast? I wasn't, I had to be in, I was out of town, it was a commitment I couldn't change, I really wanted to be there, because I think Jack deserves maybe more credit than anyone in this area for what he's done for the unborn and how the courageous example he's given, and he continues to do. It's amazing. And Jack also was very instrumental in me becoming a priest. You mentioned that. Because after working with him for 2 years, I got down on my knees and I begged God, I'll do anything to get him to stop from hounding me. I'll even become a priest if you want. And the rest is history. Right? But that's not it. Actually, contact with many of the pro-lifers up in this area, Baltimore area, in this area, really helped me a lot. I think there's 3 things that every priest has to have to really think about beginning that, and that's devotion to the Eucharist, confession, and the Rosary. Right? I think if you have those 3 things, you better have those 3 things. I don't think you're going to last very long. And I learned a lot of that from many of the pro-lifers. Just little by little, their witness, you may call them contagious Catholics, kind of seeped in on me and really helped me develop my relationship with Christ through those things. So I'm forever grateful to Defend Life and Jack for putting me in those circumstances to meet so many great people. Likewise, to be here with Dr. Thierfelder is an honor. You'll get to see more of him tonight. The great work he's doing at Belmont Abbey College is truly commendable. It's so necessary that we have schools, colleges that make no bones about their Catholic identity and are willing to really strive to be that light and to be what the church wants a college or university to be. Now, what I'm doing now, I am the president at a college, a graduate school for psychology, Institute for Psychological Sciences in Arlington, Virginia. We have 2 programs in psychology in the master's level and the doctoral level. The mission of the school is to harmonize modern psychology with a Christian view of the person and with Christian morality, which is very important in the field of psychology, because so many times we don't truly understand human nature as we should, as the church understands it. And that has consequences in so many different ways. And the most basic things: how do you deal with depression? Do you just give people drugs, or do you try to get to the root of the problem and find out what's really causing that depression? Sometimes, obviously, drugs are necessary, but a lot of times, maybe not. Marital and family therapy, which doesn't encourage divorce. Post-abortion, which tries to help women deal with the problem and sweep it under the rug and tell you, well, you feel bad because of your church, or you feel bad because of your family, or whatever it might be. Really address that profound wound that's occurred. Today, pornography, great problem, addictions, and oftentimes we've had students who've come from Catholic colleges, not Belmont Abbey, who said they were told in their psych program, well, pornography is a good thing, it's not damaging to anyone because you do it in private and so forth. So there's a very secular approach out there. So what has this got to do with what I'm going to talk about in March? Well, I think I've learned a lot. I'm in my 7th year as the president of the school, and I've learned quite a bit about this whole issue of the hookup culture, what's been going on in so many different ways. When we think about Paul VI being prophetic in Humanae Vitae, I think most of you probably know what that is, right? The teaching on artificial birth control in the church, and he talked about the fundamental part of that was, well, you can't separate the unitive from the procreative in sexual relations. And obviously we know there's a direct consequence. We have so many abortions now because of that. But there's so many other things that have happened that are not good, as Jack said, that aren't good. And I think we can see so many ways when sex just becomes about pleasure, about self-fulfillment, we see the consequences of so many broken lives, whether it be STDs, whether it be Pornography addictions, whether it be eating disorders a lot of young women have when they realize that they've been used. They realize he didn't really love her, he was just out to have a good time. The stories are heartbreaking and they're frequent. Back to Humanivite, also talking about some of the other causes of them and some proposed solutions for it. So I look forward to being able to speak with you then, and I look really forward tonight to hearing Dr. Thierfelder. So it's very good to be here to see so many people. God bless you all, and keep up the great work, speaking out for life, speaking out for the gospel. I think Pope Francis, many things he's saying, I think he'd really be happy with people who want to go outside of the church and take the message to the world. That's really what he's been saying so often and so frequently with great, passion. And I think as a church we need to hear that. And I think the more we get out there and spread the gospel light, build the culture of life, we should be doing what our Lord needs us to do and what He wants us to do. So God bless you and thank you very much.